From Red Zone Weather in Bruton, Alabama, with meteorologist Spinks Meganson. Severe weather coverage starts right now.
A tornado warning is in effect for northern Mobile County until 10 p.m. as a line of severe thunderstorms moves out of Mississippi and into Alabama. Good Sunday evening to you. Easter Sunday on this 2022, and we have an active tornado warning for northern Mobile County. This is a possible tornado that's very near Leakesville that's going to come into areas near Earlville and Citronelle over the next 20 minutes. We need everyone in northern Mobile County near Citronelle and Earlville to seek shelter right now as we have a possible tornado moving in from the west. An active weather night with large hail across the region, several severe thunderstorm warnings, and we are here to cover this active tornado warning that has just been issued for parts of northern Mobile County. First thing we need to do is tell you exactly who is involved in this new tornado warning that's valid until 10 p.m. local time. And look, if you are in the city of Mobile, Alabama, this tornado warning has nothing to do with you. You are under a severe thunderstorm warning in the city of Mobile and also across the Mobile metro. But right now, the tornado warning is in effect for areas to your north. And so let's tell you exactly who's involved in the tornado warning because this is for a very small part of northern Mobile County. Citronelle, Dwight, and areas near Gulfcrest are involved in this tornado warning. And so those are the three communities at risk right now due to a tornado coming out of Mississippi. We actually had a confirmed tornado on the ground doing damage about 20 minutes ago near Beaumont and McLean, very near Leakesville now, and this storm is going to move into northern Mobile County near Citronelle over the next few minutes. Let's turn on the radar data and show you that this is a very, very strong storm capable of producing not only a few tornadoes but also damaging straight line winds. And keep in mind, even if you are not under a tornado warning in Mobile County, you probably are under a severe thunderstorm warning, as a big chunk of Mobile County now involved in a severe thunderstorm warning. I see we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning coming on the board for Santa Rosa and Escambia counties in northwest Florida. We'll talk about that in a minute. But again, the pressing concern right now is for areas near Citronelle and Dwight and Earlville in northern Mobile County. Let's go over to the iPad source and we'll show you exactly where this damaging tornado happened a moment ago in southeast Mississippi. Watch right in through here. You'll see the debris signature flare up. There it is right there, and it kind of fizzled out. And so what may be happening, this may be a situation where the tornado is cycling kind of up and down. And on the velocities here, we are seeing indications that we could have 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts regardless of if we have a tornado or not. So damaging straight line winds coming into the northern half of Mobile County over the next few minutes. Let's go back over to the classic reflectivity source. And this is going to be a stormy night. Over the next few hours, we may be here for a little bit as we got this big band of storms. This is actually a mesoscale convective vortex. You can see the spin right in through there associated with this band of thunderstorms. So let's kind of take this one by one and work it from west to east as we've got a lot going on here. First thing we need to do is, again, let's talk about this tornado warning because we are calling no travel at this point on U.S. Highway 45 extending from Deer Park back down to Gulfcrest. So again, if you know someone on this Easter Sunday that would be traveling on U.S. Highway 45 between Deer Park and Gulfcrest, call them, text them, tag them in the comments below and let them know that we have an imminent tornado concern for areas near Dwight, Citronelle, and Gulfcrest. Possible tornado is near the Alabama-Mississippi state line right now, and this is moving to the east. And so this is going to be in Citronelle rapidly. If you know someone in Citronelle, Alabama, call them, text them, tag them in the comments below, and let them know we've got a serious situation. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado moving into Citronelle right now. We also note that a big chunk of Washington County is involved in this active severe thunderstorm warning. If you're in Chatham, Yarbo, Sunflower, you are outside of the severe thunderstorm warning polygon, even though the weather is still quite bad in those communities. Lots of rain, lots of lightning, but the severe storms are happening to the south here near Fruitdale and Deer Park. You've also got imminent concerns near McIntosh, Calvert, and areas near the Boykin Wildlife Management Area. Damaging straight line winds possible in southern Washington County. Let's work the line down here in Mobile County because, again, your tornado concern is up here near Citronelle, Dwight, Earlville. Tornado warning for you. For the rest of Mobile County, this is a severe thunderstorm warning due to damaging straight line winds happening near Loosedale, Mississippi now, working their way towards Wilmer, Big Creek Lake, Chinchilla, Mauvilla, the campus of the University of Mobile, Saraland, Creola, Satsuma, Pritchard, and the city of Mobile. Downtown, midtown, doesn't matter specifically where you are. Damaging straight line winds going to be an imminent concern over the next 30 minutes as this line of storms works its way in from the northwest. Let's go over to northwest Florida and work this storm that we've got going on in northern Escambia County. Because if you are in Walnut Hill, Molino, areas near McDavid, this storm could be producing large hail up to golf ball size. These storms out ahead of the main batch of storms really mean business in the hail department, as we could have, again, golf ball size hail with this storm near Walnut Hill and Florida State Highway 97 coming into areas near McDavid, Chumuckla, Molino, Quintet, Pace, 5 Points, at New York, Whiting Field, areas near Whitfield, Jay, Cobbtown, Fidelis, and even Milton and Pace are involved in this severe thunderstorm warning. And so that's what we've got going on in northwest Florida. That is an active severe thunderstorm warning and not a tornado warning. So again, watching the large hail threat currently happening near Florida State Highway 97, near Walnut Hill, Molino, and areas near McDavid. That storm is going to continue to push off to the southeast. If you're in Escambia County, Alabama, there is no warning right now for Escambia County, Alabama. You are fine. Heavy rain at times, but no imminent threat. Same thing in Conecuh and Monroe counties. Lots of heavy rain, maybe some small hail happening north of Uri out near Homewood and Choctaw Bluff. We note that all of Butler County is under a severe thunderstorm warning due to large hail in the storms coming into Greenville, Georgiana, and McKenzie. So be aware of that. Severe thunderstorm warning for Butler County, valid until 10 o'clock. Let's go back to our tornado warning storm happening in Mobile County. And this is a situation where if you're in Citronelle, you need to be sheltered. Lowest floor, site-built structure, away from windows and doors, putting as many walls as you can between you and the outside world. This is going to be in Citronelle in the next 5 minutes, all right? So be sheltered if you are in Citronelle, Alabama, as we have a possible tornado moving in from the west. And again, the remainder of Mobile County basically is under a severe thunderstorm warning. And so even if you're not included in this active tornado warning up here in the northern part of Mobile County, we need our folks in Mobile to be inside and off the roads as we have an intense band of thunderstorms pushing in from the west out of Greene County and George County here in Mississippi that's going to be interrupting travel and also really causing damaging straight line winds capable of knocking down a few trees across the entirety of Mobile County. And so Wilmer, areas near Big Creek Lake, Baker High School, areas near West Mobile, Midtown, Downtown, Pritchard, Saraland, Creola, the campus of the University of South Alabama, the University of Mobile campus, and Mauvilla and Turnerville involved in this active severe thunderstorm warning, valid until 10:15 p.m. So again, watching this tornado warning, and this is on the board until 10 o'clock, due to a radar-indicated tornado happening here near Earlville in the northern part of Mobile County, very rapidly approaching U.S. Highway 45. The Weather Service has actually trimmed out Greene County, Mississippi from this warning. And so if you're at Leakesville, we'll give you a tornado all clear. So all clear from the imminent tornado threat at Leakesville, but an ongoing tornado threat in northern Mobile County and really southern Washington County as well. Let's go over to the iPad view and show you radar scope. Your possible tornado is going to be right in through here, coming into areas near Citronelle over the next really 2 to 3 minutes at this point. Here's US Highway 45 right here. Citronelle is here, and that's really the next community with significant population ahead of this main line of thunderstorms that's pushing in from the west. So again, southern Washington County, really south of Deer Park and south of Vinegar Bend up here. That's the split right there between 45 and State Highway 17. South of the split, south of Vinegar Bend, really a very small part of southern Washington County involved in this active tornado warning. This is mainly going to be a deal for northern Mobile County. Let's check on the other part of the line. And again, I tell you what, this is going to be a nasty thunderstorm regardless of if there's a tornado or not for Citronelle. Radar pegging upwards of 50 mile per hour wind gusts in through here. And look at that, 68 mile per hour winds possible in these storms coming into areas near Earlville and Citronelle. And keep in mind, these are going to continue to work their way to the southeast towards Sims and Creola, Saraland, Chickasaw, Satsuma, Pritchard, and downtown Mobile over the next 30 minutes or so. Let's go back over to the reflectivity product. And again, this is the main storm that we have going on in our local area right now, but it is a very, very active night across our region with multiple warnings in effect. The only tornado warning as of 9:34 p.m. is happening here in northern Mobile County, southern Washington County near Citronelle. But I tell you, this storm near Walnut Hill, this means business. Look at that. Could have large hail in this, perhaps up to golf ball size near Walnut Hill, near McKinnon, also coming into areas near McDavid. And let me emphasize, if you are in this severe thunderstorm warning polygon that we're tracking in Northwest Florida, you need to have your cars inside a carport or a garage if you're out ahead of this storm. And so here's what we need to do. If I call you out, you need to get that car inside, and you've got a little bit of time to do it, all right? This is not an imminent tornado threat in Northwest Florida. This is more of a large hail deal coming into Molino. You need to make it happen now, all right? Don't wait. Go out in Molino and put the car or truck under the carport or garage if you have one of those and it's not under there already, as we could have large hail up to golf ball size happening near Walnut Hill and State Highway 97. We'll look at some of the hail photos that came in from a moment ago in southern Monroe County. We had upwards of tennis ball size hail. That is some serious stuff. And this is going to be the same type thing, I'm afraid, that happens in this storm in Northwest Florida, coming into areas near Molino, McDavid, areas south of Century near Bluff Springs, and New York once it crosses the Escambia River into Santa Rosa County. New York, Chumuckla going to be first in line from this severe thunderstorm warning. And so large hail is the main concern in through here. If I call you out, you need to put the car under the carport. Pace, Pea Ridge, Florida, not Pea Ridge, Alabama, Milton, Whiting Field, areas near Point Baker, also areas near Berrydale, Whitfield, Whiting Field. We encourage you to have the cars under the carport if you can do that. Again, large hail is the main concern with this storm. Let's go back over to our storm in Mobile County where we have an active tornado warning. Because this possible tornado is going to be very near Citronelle if it's not there already in a matter of moments. Damaging straight line winds also a concern in this storm as it continues to push to the east at about 40 miles per hour. This is US Highway 45 right here. Gulf Crest is now south of the tornado warning polygon, but again, you still need to be inside and away from windows if you're at Gulf Crest. Same thing at Dwight, near Highway 45, possible tornado is somewhere right in through here. It's kind of hard to see as the signature has kind of broadened out somewhat. But again, can't be stressed enough. This thing could be producing damaging straight line winds right in through here on the main edge of this. Upwards of 68 mile per hour wind gusts is what we measured a moment ago on our probe tool coming into Citronelle over the next really few seconds. So again, Citronelle, be in a safe place. Lowest floor, site-built structure away from windows and doors. You need to put as many walls as you can between you and the outside world and put on a tornado helmet, something to protect your head as we could have a brief spin-up tornado coming into Citronelle. Let's go back over to our state view and show you what's happening across the state. This is the only tornado warning anywhere in the state of Alabama right now for northern Mobile County. And this is the main batch of thunderstorms today. We had several storms earlier producing large hail out ahead of the main batch of storms, but this is it. Once we get through this round of severe weather, you won't have to see me again for hopefully a few weeks, as we've got a nice quiet weather week upcoming. No severe weather midweek this week. And so that certainly is something to look forward to, and a change from what we've been having over the last few weeks, really, with these multiple intense rounds of severe weather. None of that this week. Once we get through this one, we will be done for a while. So hang out with me for the next few hours as we continue to track this intense band of thunderstorms pushing across the area. And then I promise we are done with severe weather for the next few days. But again, active severe weather now as of 9:39 p.m. across South Alabama and Northwest Florida as we continue to track a possible tornado in northern Mobile County. We also should note that Butler County is under an active severe thunderstorm warning due to the hail potential happening there. And so let's zoom into Butler County and show you these storms happening near Greenville and Georgiana. And look, if you're not under a warning, you know the drill. It's not that I'm ignoring you, but we have to focus on folks in the danger zones. And right now, Butler County, Alabama, under a severe thunderstorm warning due to multiple hail cores happening in through here. Golf ball size hail possible near Georgiana, Chapman, Greenville, Fort Dale, near the I-65 corridor. We encourage no travel at this point on Interstate 65, extending from exit 142, which is the Fort Deposit Priesters exit, all the way back down to exit 101, which is the Owasso exit, just south of the Sepulga River there in Conecuh County. So no travel on that stretch of interstate. Also, no travel on Alabama Highway 10, extending from Oak Hill in Wilcox County all the way back over to Luverne, as we have possible large hail upwards of golf ball size happening in Butler County. Let's zoom out and show you the whole region again, because that's not the only storm that we're tracking. We're also watching this booger of a hailstorm happening near Walnut Hill, McKinnon, and McDavid. This is going to be Florida State Highway 97. This is U.S. Highway 29 south of Century. Possible large hail up to golf ball size happening in those areas. And by the way, if you can do it safely, we love seeing the photos of the large hail. Be sure to give us a size reference of how large the hail is in your location. We have seen upwards of tennis ball size hail in southern Monroe County earlier in a severe thunderstorm that happened a bit ago. Let's go back to our tornado warning. That's why we're here, though. And your possible tornado is now at Citronelle. All right, so Citronelle could have a tornado nearby happening now. And the radar signature certainly is not that indicative of necessarily a tornado, but you can look at this and just tell the gradient here. This is a situation where we could have trees being knocked down left and right, in addition to potentially a brief spin-up tornado happening near Citronelle. And so again, folks in Citronelle, please be in a tornado-safe place for the next few minutes, and I'll be able to give you an all clear as this storm continues to rapidly push to the east. By the way, getting a report now from this storm when it was back in Mississippi that we have got damage near the community of Avera, which is in Greene County. All right, so Avera reporting damage from this possible tornado now. We had confirmed damage back here in Greene County, somewhere near Leakesville, near the community of Avera over the last few minutes. We'll go back over to our classic reflectivity product. And again, watching this situation very carefully, we have a severe thunderstorm watch that continues for basically the entire local area, valid until midnight. That's a little bit different than a tornado watch. A severe thunderstorm watch is issued when we have conditions ripe for the development of large hail and damaging straight line winds. And look, you may get a brief tornado tonight. That is in the realm of possibilities, but the tornado threat overall, comparatively speaking, is low. By the way, looking like the Weather Service has canceled the tornado warning. Let me check that before I give you the final all clear on that. Yeah, they are canceling the tornado warning. And look, I think that's the right call, because what's happening here, this is clearly an issue that has morphed into a damaging straight line wind threat. And so previously we had a tornado warning, and now what the Weather Service is opting to do is continue with the severe thunderstorm warning, basically for the entirety of Mobile County. So with that said, as of 9:43 p.m., the tornado threat is now over in Citronelle. We will give you a tornado all clear in Citronelle, in Russell, Gulfcrest, Earlville, also areas near Dwight in southern Washington County and northern Mobile County. All clear. The tornado warning is over. It has been canceled, and you can come out of that tornado safe place now. You are okay in northern Mobile County. Now, keep in mind, again, the weather's horrible, don't get me wrong, but the imminent tornado threat has come to a close for now. We may get more tornado warnings over the next few hours, mainly along this leading edge of the thunderstorms that has come out of Mississippi, and now this is entering into central parts of Mobile County, extending into central Washington County, and this is going to keep moving to the southeast, just like this. And so over the next hour, could have damaging straight line winds in Mobile, Theodore, Tillman's Corner, areas near West Mobile, Baker High School, Big Creek Lake, the Mobile Regional Airport, Brookley Field, Pritchard, all next in line to see this. That storm out ahead of the main batch of storms really is impressive looking on radar. We'll zoom in there, and we're going to keep this coverage going for a minute. Our normal policy is to cover tornado warnings live and do the other stuff, the severe thunderstorm warnings, I should say, in the Red Zone Weather app. But we're going to keep this going for the next few minutes as we're going to keep watching that line. There's a few kinks in the line where we could have more brief spin-up tornadoes, and so we're going to keep it here to make sure that we don't get more tornado warnings over the next few minutes. But again, watching this cell, which is out ahead of the main batch of storms happening now in northern Escambia County, Florida. And this is a nasty thunderstorm. It really is a supercell that was exhibiting signs of rotation back here near Bay Minette. It never really ramped up to the point that a tornado warning was needed, thankfully. But this has now exclusively moved into areas in northern Escambia County, Florida. And it's about to move into Santa Rosa County. And so large hail up to golf ball size is the main concern happening here near Walnut Hill, coming into McDavid and Molino over the next few minutes. Current time is 9:45 p.m. I'm meteorologist Spinks Megginson. You're watching live severe weather coverage for what feels like the 100th time over the last 6 weeks, as we are tracking a significant severe weather event happening now across southwest Alabama and northwest Florida. Large hail has clearly been the main concern over the last hour. We had tennis ball size hail a bit ago in Uri, getting a ton of hail photos tonight, and we want to thank everyone for sending those in. Just checking our sources here to see what we've got going on. Let's go to the wide view while I do this, and we'll put this radar in motion for you. Again, just scanning our feeds here to see if we have any more hail photos coming in. We certainly received about 20 hail photos from Monroe County near Uri and Goodway about an hour ago. Good news is I'm not seeing any hail reports thus far coming out of northern Escambia, Florida, but wouldn't be surprised if we had some large hail happening now. Again, it's almost the middle of the night here, and this thing that's happening near Walnut Hill means business in the large hail department. Look at that. These DBZ values are in excess of 70. That's nerd talk. That means that we could have large hail up to golf ball size. In fact, let's see if we can check the vertically integrated liquid on this VIL product. And yeah, it certainly is not maxed out like it was with the storm in Monroe County, but you're looking at the same storm here in northern Escambia County, Florida. Here's McDavid right here. Molino is down here, Walnut Hill is here. And so this storm is kind of in the middle of those three communities. And let's back this up and see kind of what the trend on it is, because I believe this storm may be strengthening a bit. Yeah, it's kind of holding its own. So if I back this up, you can see still kind of the same values here as it was crossing the Perdido River, and it's kind of cycling up and down. And so that's kind of what we would expect with these storms out ahead of the main batch of thunderstorms tonight. Again, just a nasty storm happening in northwest Florida near Walnut Hill Lots of lightning, lots of thunder as well. Let's go back to our storms over in West Alabama, where a severe thunderstorm warning continues until 10 o'clock. And the Weather Service is noting that in this severe thunderstorm warning polygon that, look at that, tornado possible. And so what that means, this line of thunderstorms could produce a brief spin-up tornado at any time. And man, I tell you, it is hard. It is so difficult to warn for these QLCS-type tornadoes. I mean, they spin up, you know, they're there for 2 volume scans, and then they go away. And it's so difficult because you don't want to issue 500 tornado warnings because then nobody takes them seriously. But it's hard to warn for these. They don't want to issue all the warnings, but at the same time, you've got to warn for tornadoes. And so one brilliant solution, I don't know who came up with this, but sometimes when you have a severe thunderstorm warning, the Weather Service will now add a tornado possible tag, and that's what we see here. Brief spin-up tornadoes possible in this line of damaging storms pushing into really the greater Mobile area at this point. Let's kind of talk you through this. Again, just to get your bearings straight, here's the city of Mobile right here. This is the entirety of the Mobile Metro. Campus of the University of South Alabama is here. That circle is over the Mobile Regional Airport where the radar sits. And it's looking back to the northwest and seeing extremely high DBZ values associated with this line of thunderstorms that's pushing to the southeast. Very nasty weather happening at Wilmer, coming into Big Creek Lake and Tanner Williams here on the western side of Mobile County. Over the next few minutes, the line extends up here into areas near Mount Vernon, Chastain, AMNS, the plant right there that used to be ThyssenKrupp, Calvert. This is US Highway 43. Storms are moving into that area. I would not want to be traveling on I-65 near the Dolly Parton Bridge over the next 45 minutes as this storm is going to push in from the northwest and produce upwards of 70 mile per hour wind gusts. And so considerable damage in terms of trees coming down will be possible across the entirety of the Mobile Metro. So again, I would be inside, I would be off the roads. If you know someone traveling this evening anywhere in Mobile County, Alabama, I would tag them in the comments below and let them know they need to be getting inside. You don't need to be on the roads. I would put the cars in the carport as we could have some hail in these storms as well. Don't really think the hail back here in the main batch of storms will be as large as these storms out ahead of the main batch of storms. Could have golf ball size hail right now in northwest Florida near McDavid, also near Chumuckla Springs, and also near Pine Barren, which sits just to the south here, right there. This is US Highway 29. That's the Escambia River that separates Escambia County, Florida from Santa Rosa County. And so this thing is rapidly going to cross the river into areas near Brownsdale, New York, and Chumuckla. We've had several storms in that area today, none of which have been this strong. Could have golf ball size hail coming into Chumuckla, New York, Brownsdale over the next 5 minutes. Same thing downwind of this. Allentown, Berrydale, Cobbtown, Jay, Whiting Field, you would be next in line. Large hail is the main concern in Santa Rosa County over the next 20 minutes. And again, you've got time. This is not a tornado warning. This is a severe thunderstorm warning, and we would encourage everyone in all those communities that I just called out to put the cars and trucks under the carports and garages if you have them, as large hail is the main concern. Let's watch this. We got a new sweep coming in on radar. And again, I bet you this hail core is going to be right over US Highway 29 near McDavid and Molino. Here it comes. Yeah, and right in through here. Same thing. Large hail possible near the Escambia River and McDavid over the next 5 minutes. Again, we came on the air about 30 minutes ago to cover a tornado warning that happened in Mobile County up here near Citronelle. That tornado warning is now long gone. It has been canceled, and we've given a tornado all clear to Citronelle, Dwight, and Earlville. But again, just hanging with this for the next few minutes to watch this as we have got a ton of storms happening across our region this evening. And look, you know, I always have some concern about continuing our coverage even when there's no tornado warning, because I don't want folks to get so used to us coming on for severe thunderstorm warnings. If we came on for every severe thunderstorm warning, man, we'd be here every day almost in the middle of summer. Those are different type storms, though. Those are pulse thunderstorms that develop and collapse very quickly. These storms tonight are totally different, all right? These are associated with a weather system moving by our region, and these are storms capable of producing damaging wind gusts, a few tornadoes, and very large hail. So totally different than these warnings that we get in the middle of summer that are also called severe thunderstorm warnings. I mean, totally different universe. This is actually an organized weather system capable of doing quite a bit of damage. And so here's the deal. If I call you out, you are under a severe thunderstorm warning where you could have large hail and damaging wind gusts up to 60 or 70 miles per hour. The city of Mobile, Saraland, Satsuma, Creola, Pritchard, Crichton, the campus of the University of South Alabama, campus of the University of Mobile, also areas near Turnerville, Big Creek Lake, also areas out here near Tanner Williams, Axis, Chastang, areas near the Dolly Parton Bridge, Creola, also areas near Calvert, Wager. Actually, Wagerville's out of the polygon, but McIntosh and areas near Sunflower are in the polygon. And so what that means is damaging straight line winds possible in all those communities that I just called out in Mobile and Washington counties. Let's go back to our storms up here in Butler County. We note that the severe thunderstorm warning has been canceled for Butler County. So if you're in Butler County, you are now out of the severe thunderstorm warning polygon. Yes, you still could have small hail near Daisy, just to the northeast of Greenville along US Highway 31 and near Interstate 65, but the imminent threat of large hail has ended in Butler County for now. But the imminent threat of large hail continues near McDavid and also near Pine Barren and Molino over the next 5 minutes. By the way, if you're at Walnut Hill, the threat of large hail has ended near Walnut Hill and also near Bratt. You are now behind the storm and you are okay. The hail threat in those communities has come to an end. But again, out ahead of this in Santa Rosa County, New York, Brownsdale, Chumuckla, Jay, Berrydale, Allentown, Chumuckla, Milton, Pace, Wallace, Florida, not Wallace, Alabama, Whiting Field, all involved in this active severe thunderstorm warning. And keep in mind, it looks like the core of this is going to pass a bit to the north potentially of Milton and Pace. Basically, Point Baker and points north are in the threat zone. In this polygon, right in through here is where this thing is going to move. And so with that said, if you know someone in those communities I just called out, tag them in the comments below, and in your comments say large hail coming in, put the cars in the carports and garages. That's what we're encouraging everyone in Santa Rosa County to do involved in this warning. Current time is 9:56 p.m., coming up on 10 o'clock. And it's been an active weather night so far. We've already had one tornado warning across our region and could have more over the next few hours as we continue to track a volatile line of severe thunderstorms pushing through Washington and Mobile counties. This is going to come into Baldwin County over the next little bit, and you will get a severe thunderstorm warning if you're watching from Baldwin County. And there it is, all right? Just like clockwork, I said it was coming. There it is. Severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for nearly all of Baldwin County. That one's going to be on the board until 10:45 p.m. So 10:45 p.m., a new severe thunderstorm warning has just been triggered for parts of Baldwin County. Let me put the radar in motion and get out an app alert, and then we will talk about exactly who is involved in this new severe thunderstorm warning that's valid for much of Baldwin County till 10:45 p.m. This is the first warning we've had for Baldwin County today. Damaging winds likely across Baldwin County as a severe storm moves in from the west. And if you are in Baldwin County, Alabama, I'm going to hit the button, and you should have just gotten a Red Zone Weather app alert if you are in Baldwin County. And so, new severe thunderstorm warning. Let's tell you exactly who's involved in this. because this is a new one that's going to be valid until 10:45 p.m. So if I call you out, you are now involved in a severe thunderstorm warning due to the threat of large hail and damaging straight-line winds. City of Mobile, still involved until 10:45. Saraland, Criolla, Satsuma in Mobile County. And then in Baldwin County, you now have Spanish Fort, Fairhope, Daphne, Montrose, Loxley, Point Clear, Magnolia Springs, Foley, Summerdale, Robertsdale, Loxley, now involved in a severe thunderstorm warning. Same thing at Bay Minette, also areas near Crossroads, Bromley, Stockton, Phillipsville, Pine Grove, Gateswood, involved in a new severe thunderstorm warning until 10:45 p.m. Put the cars under the carports and garages if you're in Baldwin County, as this is a large hail threat coming in from the northwest. Anywhere in those communities I just called out, tag folks that you may know in the Eastern Shore: Montrose, Fairhope, Point Clear, Daphne, Spanish Fort, Bromley, Hurricane Landing, Crossroads, Bay Minette, Loxley. If you know someone in those areas, tag them in the comments below and say, put the cars and trucks in the garages and in the carports. Large hail inbound from the northwest. Let's go back over to our reflectivity source and show you that this thunderstorm really continues to move across Mobile County. And let's zoom into the storm as it stands right now, because this thing is rapidly moving into areas near the Mobile Regional Airport, tracking an intense line of severe thunderstorms this evening, moving southeast. Seven Hills, Dees, Dawes, areas near Bayou La Battery, Bellefontaine, Bellingrath Gardens. Severe thunderstorm warning for you until 10:45 p.m. It is now 11 o'clock in the Eastern time zone. It is 8 o'clock out west, and it's 10 o'clock here in southwest Alabama and northwest Florida, where we are yet again tracking an intense line of severe thunderstorms pushing across the area. I'm meteorologist Spinks Meganson. We had a tornado warning earlier, and now we're tracking a severe line of thunderstorms capable of producing 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts entering the Mobile metro. We also are tracking a severe storm near Walnut Hill, also near areas near McDavid and New York in Santa Rosa County near the Escambia River. That one could be producing large hail as well. So two things going on in terms of warnings. One, in effect for parts of Mobile and Baldwin counties due to the main line of storms. The other is in effect due to this supercell storm entering Santa Rosa County from the northwest. That's going to be near areas near the Chumuckla Highway over the next 5 minutes. So intense hail up to golf ball size possible near New York and Brownsdale in Santa Rosa County over the next few minutes. Watching this situation carefully across the region as we have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings in progress due to the large hail and damaging wind gust potential. Tell you what, let's go back over to the iPad view, because I do want to check and make sure we're not about to have any active tornado warnings as of 10:01 p.m. And yeah, look at this thing in northern Baldwin right there. Let's kind of watch that over the next few minutes. This is on the leading edge of that band of thunderstorms near Mount Vernon and US Highway 43. We're going to just keep it here and make sure that thing doesn't ramp up to tornado warning status. If it does, that could be a possible tornado warning for northern Baldwin County north of Stockton, way out here in the Mobile-Tensas River Delta. Watching that fairly carefully. We're also watching the leading edge of these storms currently moving through Criolla, Satsuma, Saraland, and near the Dolly Parton Bridge. No travel at all on Interstate 65 from Mobile, where it comes out at Interstate 10, all the way back up to Perdido. No travel at this point. Damaging straight line winds are the concern, and no travel on Interstate 10 from the Alabama-Mississippi state line at Grand Bay all the way back over to, let's say, the Alabama-Florida line, right there near Beulah, as we could have these damaging straight line winds pushing into I-10. You don't want to be driving in this mess as we continue to track these storms pushing off to the southeast. Again, checking our damage reports here to see what we've got from the Weather Service. And the good news is I am not seeing anything in the way of damage so far coming in. And so if you have damage, be sure to let us know in the Facebook Live comments, and we will, of course, relay those to our friends at the National Weather Service in Mobile. Getting a report of an injury at local EMA reporting damage from the storms in Perry and Greene counties over in Mississippi. Here's Greene County, here's Perry County. We had 2 confirmed tornadoes earlier in those 2 counties. The Weather Service, of course, will go out and assess the tornado damage in the days ahead to see exactly how strong those 2 tornadoes were. Again, y'all know the drill. If I go silent, just bear with me as we are watching multiple things here in the studio as this band of thunderstorms continues to push to the southeast. The Weather Service is continuing the severe thunderstorm watch. And hey, let's go over to our graphics and kind of tell you exactly what we've got going on, because what we're going to do is transition back to covering these storms in the Red Zone Weather app. Still could have large hail over the next little bit in northern Santa Rosa County and in parts of Mobile and Baldwin County. But you should know that we have an active severe thunderstorm watch valid until midnight, and that includes all of our local counties except Butler County. If you're in Butler County, you're not involved, but Covington, Escambia, Conecuh, Monroe, Clark, Washington, Choctaw, Mobile, and Baldwin in southwest Alabama, and Okaloosa, Santa Rosa, and Escambia counties in northwest Florida involved in a severe thunderstorm watch valid until 12 a.m., aka midnight. What that means is that more severe thunderstorms could happen over the next few hours. And look, this does include parts of southeast Mississippi as well. This doesn't include Montgomery, Auburn, Birmingham, or Tuscaloosa. Those areas are okay at this point in terms of not having an active severe thunderstorm watch. By the way, should have showed this earlier. This is how to report hail. Don't ever use marble size, as marble size varies somewhat. This is how to report it, though. We've had upwards of hen egg size hail tonight over the last few hours in parts of Monroe County. And here's what's going to happen over the next few hours. That's what many of you want to know. Storms are going to continue to move to the southeast, and we should be able to give you an all clear from the low-end tornado risk and the risk of large hail and damaging winds probably by about 2 o'clock. So let's back this up. Here's where we are basically now, and we'll push this forward and show you that storms are going to continue to cross our area from northwest to southeast. Let's go back over to the live radar view. And again, tracking these storms happening in Mobile and Baldwin counties. Very intense storms capable of producing damaging wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour, possible near Alabama Highway 59, near Stockton, near Bay Minette, also coming down here near Holly Hills, the Country Club. This line of thunderstorms is pushing across the Mobile-Tensaw River Delta into areas like the Bluegill and R&R near the Battleship. In the next 5 minutes, this band of storms is going to reach Bromley and Spanish Fort along Alabama Highway 225 over the next few minutes, and of course the eastern shore. Daphne, Montrose, Fairhope, you're next in line. Gusty winds up to 70 miles per hour possible. Here's Mobile, and look, main batch of storms is about to come into Theodore, Tillman's Corner, Navco, areas near Brookley Field, and downtown Mobile. This is a nasty thunderstorm capable of producing gusty winds up to 70 miles per hour and large hail pushing into those areas. Same thing in southern parts of Mobile County, Dauphin Island, Bayou La Batterie, Coden, Sunny Cove, Alabama Port, Bellingrath Gardens, Theodore. Severe thunderstorm warning for you. Let's go back over to our storm in northwest Florida as we continue to track this as well. Large hail, the main concern near Brownsdale, New York, areas near Cobbtown, McDavid, coming into areas near Berrydale, Point Baker, Whitingfield, Whitfield, and Allentown over the next 5 minutes. So again, watching this very carefully. Good news is I don't have any reports of damage. That's the good news. But that doesn't mean necessarily that damage has not happened. But again, I'm not seeing any tornado damage thus far from when we had the tornado warning a bit earlier in northern Mobile County. We'll re-rack the radar footage here and show you. The tornado warnings happened in Greene County, and then what triggered us to come on the air was that warning that you saw near Citronelle. Possible tornado was about to cross out of Mississippi into Alabama right there at about 9:40 p.m. Storms have obviously since moved out of the tornado warning, and we've given the tornado all clear to folks previously involved in that warning. And so with that said, these storms continue to mean business. Damaging straight-line winds are the main concerns near the eastern shore, near Mobile. Also could have large hail near New York, Chumuckla, Jay, Point Baker, Whitfield, Whitingfield, Allentown over the next few minutes. Large hail with that one, damaging winds with this one. If we have more tornado warnings, of course, we will come back on Facebook Live and bring you the very latest. On behalf of all of us at Red Zone Group LLC, I'm meteorologist Spinks Meganson saying goodbye for now. My next forecast video will be posted by 7:15 a.m. tomorrow morning. Have a good evening.
Be sure to find us across social media, and don't forget to download the free Red Zone Weather app and set up your customized alerts. Please support our Red Zone weather sponsors who make our coverage possible every single day.